Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to D. Nicole Speaks, where I give my feedback and commentary to the latest news and entertainment from a positive point of view. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get those notifications, and let's get it cracking. All right, guys, so today's video is about, and I'm pretty sure you have already heard this crazy story, the OG YouTuber Shane Dawson. So some very disturbing a very disturbing video popped back up, resurfaced today, of Shane Dawson pretty much sexualizing a minor, a child. And, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, which it should, because he's an adult, and I don't care how old the video is. You were making sexual gestures towards a child. So Jada Smith, who is, of course, Will Smith's wife, and her son, Jaden Smith, took to Twitter and expressed their disapproval, disgust, and, their anger towards Shane Dawson and what he had done. So I'm going to play you the video, and I'll get back to you.
I'll whip your hair back and forth. Oh, Willow. Oh, I'll whip your hair back and forth. Oh, Willow.
Now, Shane, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yes, I know the video is old. Yes, I understand that. But the difference between this situation and the situation with Jenna Marbles is that, one, Jenna Marbles didn't do anything near or close to something as disgusting as this. Shane, I know this is old, and that doesn't delete or erase anything. I know people can apologize for things that they have done, but in this situation, you have to really say to yourself, am I really sorry? Because there have been plenty of occasions and different situations where, you've had to apologize. But before we get into that, here on Twitter, Jada says to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. And then someone said, I'll knock that white boy out for real. And of course, Jaden Smith says it's bad for him right now. So I can understand. They are mad, they're upset. And people were saying, Jaden, if that was my sister, I'd show up to his front door. But we have to have common sense. Nobody's just going to show up at somebody's front door, because that there would just end his career and have him in jail. Like, that's not the logical way to handle that situation. So here, Jaden just pretty much says, Shane Dawson, you are disgusting. You sexualizing an 11-year-old who happens to be my sister is the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. And I think that's what people are trying to use as an excuse. They're saying that, oh, well, he thought it was funny. He thought it was comical. It's really nothing funny about just children and sex in the same sentence. Like, it doesn't even sound right coming out of my mouth. That's how disturbing, this situation is. And some things just aren't meant to be funny or as a joke. I'm not buying that part. It's not going to work. I mean, of course, yeah, you may have thought it was funny, but I'm here to let you know that it's not nowhere near comical. And also, there's been many occasions where you have done blackface over and over and over again. And at some point, when you apologize for something, anybody, I don't care what the situation is, you could wrong your friend, your best friend, you could punch someone in the face, you could steal something from them. But when you apologize, when you genuinely apologize for something, you don't continue to do the same thing over and over again. Yes, people are, dumb to things when it comes to, blackface. Some people may think it's funny because that's what you see in the movies. That's what you see on TV. You see people making fun of other people's races, their culture, this and that. And yes, at once upon a time, we may have thought it was funny. But if it offends someone and you apologize. You had a video of 5 years ago of you apologizing for the same thing. Then you have another video of you apologizing. At some point, if the apology is real, then you're going to stop. If I steal my best friend's money and I say, you know what, I'm so sorry. I was in a moment of desperation and, oh, I really needed it. Da, 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 da. 2 weeks later, a year later, 5 years later, I steal it again. That means I don't care. I don't give a damn about how she feels. I don't value her as a best friend or him as a best friend. I am only thinking about myself and, what I could get out of the situation. So that means I'm not sorry. So the same thing applies here. If you're really sorry, and that goes to anybody, if you're sorry about something, show that you're sorry, because you just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Another situation I want to bring up is, people coming for Jada Smith. Now, this is a totally different scenario. Yes, this is something that has occurred in the past, where there's pictures that you can see here of Willow Smith at the age of 13 in bed, taking pictures with an adult. The guy was 20 years old at the time. This has absolutely, well, you know what? I'm not going to say absolutely nothing to do with it, but this does not justify anything that Shane has done in the past, like child pornography, or just sexualizing a child in that manner that he did, or any manner. It's just disgusting. Here's a picture, and I could say yes, this picture looks innocent, but of course it's her at 13 with a 20-year-old. So the only thing I want to say to this, which could be addressed in another video, is that you have to be very careful if you're going to allow this to happen. A lot of people put things on the internet and allow their children to post all kind of things. Yes, she's an adult now, but at this time, this is what people do. They bring back up other things to justify other situations, and they're saying, you know what, you allowed your 13-year-old daughter to be in the bed with a 20-year-old man. No, that's not right. No, that is actually disgusting. And but I don't want it to overshadow this situation, because this situation alone, with Shane Dawson doing what he did, and him having a consistency or a repetitive behavior of doing the same thing over and over and over again, like, we have to address those two separately. But I will also say this, as a parent, you have to be very careful. You have to protect your child, protect your children. I don't care if they're in the spotlight or whatever. Protect your children. Put some type of parental guidance or rules or something in place that will protect their image and also protect your image, because now people are saying, hold on, Jada, there's not much you could say. And I know it has nothing to do with each other. However, that there just will eliminate people from being able to bring up anything, because then it diminishes the the seriousness of what's going on. I saw on Facebook under the Shade Room, even under the Shade Room post on Instagram, people were saying, you know what, whatever, Jada, that's old. He apologized, this and that. You allow your child to be in bed with a 13-year-old. So to eliminate those things from happening, we have to protect our children. And this is my message to Shane. Shane, you have repeatedly shown, that your apology wasn't sincere. Why? Because you continued to do the same thing over and over, that you felt someone else was, after hearing that someone else was offended by it. Now, look at Jenna Marble's situation. You see, she did something and she corrected it, and then she never did it again. That there shows you a genuine apology or a genuine care of offending someone. So now we say, hold on. Should this guy continue to, should he be allowed to continue making YouTube videos? I know we have no control over that, but I mean, you never know what could happen. YouTube may have you shut down your account because of something like that, or whatever the situation is. I'm just saying, are you genuinely apologetic for what you have done? You really and truly need to seek deep within yourself and search deep within yourself. I mean, there's redemption for everybody. Anybody's capable of being forgiven. Anybody's capable of, changing. But in order for you to experience real change, and not just a change for the moment temporarily, is for you to really educate yourself and understand that nothing about that video was funny. Nothing about you, continuing to do blackface is funny. Nothing about you, making certain comments or different things that are derogatory and offensive towards other people is funny. And that goes for anybody. If you're listening to this, you have to hold yourself accountable and really hold yourself accountable. Really holding yourself accountable is making a change, a consistent change. Because of course it's not going to happen overnight. It takes time, but you shouldn't be making the same mistake over and over and over again. So that's all I had to say. I don't hold hate in my heart for anybody. Like I said, I believe that people do have the ability to change. I've done things in the past where I feel like I have changed and genuinely changed. So I don't hold anything over anybody's head, because I don't want anyone to hold something over my head. But I do feel like, hey, if you want to change and you want people to see that change, you have to show through your actions. And a person will be able to determine whether that change is real or not. People know when you're being genuine, and people know when you're not. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DNicoleSpeaks. Until next time, don't allow anyone to rob you of your peace.